Refreshing, ruby red, slightly tart, and floral, hibiscus tea has become one of the most talked about herbal beverages for people looking to support their blood pressure naturally. But here's the question many viewers keep asking. Does the time of day you drink hibiscus tea actually matter? Can a simple change in your daily routine make this powerful plant work even better for your heart and blood vessels? Today, we're going to break down the science, the timing, the dosage, the safety concerns, and the real-world strategies that can help you get the most benefit from hibiscus tea while protecting your health. Before we dive in, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy evidence-based health content, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips on heart health, blood pressure, and metabolic wellness. Also, be sure to check the description box below for the scientific sources and references that support everything discussed in this video. Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Whiteman. I analyze the latest research on blood pressure, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, translating complex scientific findings into clear, practical insights through educational video content. Now, let's start with why hibiscus tea has gained so much attention in the first place. Hibiscus sabdariffa, the plant used to make hibiscus tea, contains a unique combination of bioactive compounds, including anthocyanins, flavonoids, and organic acids. These compounds are known for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. More importantly for blood pressure, hibiscus appears to support the relaxation of blood vessels, improve endothelial function, and promote mild diuretic effects. Together, these mechanisms may help reduce systolic and diastolic blood pressure in people with elevated readings. Blood pressure naturally follows a daily rhythm known as the circadian pattern. For most people, blood pressure is lowest during sleep, begins rising in the early morning hours, and often peaks shortly after waking. This morning surge is not just a minor fluctuation. Research shows that exaggerated morning blood pressure spikes are associated with a higher risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular events. That's why timing may matter more than you think. According to nutrition experts, drinking hibiscus tea in the morning, ideally between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., may be the most strategic window for blood pressure support. The idea is simple. If your blood pressure is naturally climbing during this time, introducing a beverage that may help relax blood vessels and gently lower pressure could blunt that surge. While hibiscus tea is not a medication and should never replace prescribed treatments, it may act as a supportive tool during this critical window of cardiovascular stress. However, it's important to keep expectations realistic. There is no strong scientific evidence proving that hibiscus tea only works if consumed in the morning. What matters most is consistency. Drinking hibiscus tea regularly, day after day, appears to be the key factor behind meaningful improvements. Think of it less like a quick fix and more like a daily habit that gradually shifts your cardiovascular environment in a healthier direction. Another factor to consider is medication timing. Hibiscus tea has a mild natural diuretic effect, meaning it can increase urine output. For people who already take diuretic medications to manage high blood pressure, this can become an issue. Combining hibiscus tea and prescription diuretics too close together may increase the risk of dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, dizziness, or lightheadedness. Experts recommend spacing hibiscus tea at least 2 hours away from diuretic medications to avoid excessive fluid loss. Now let's talk about dosage, because this is where many people either overdo it or underuse it. Studies examining hibiscus tea and blood pressure consistently point to a range of 2 to 3 cups per day as the sweet spot. Some research shows meaningful blood pressure reductions with 2 daily cups, while other studies report stronger effects with 3 cups per day. More is not necessarily better. Extremely high intake does not appear to provide additional benefits and may increase the risk of side effects or interactions. Another key point is patience. Hibiscus tea does not lower blood pressure overnight. Most studies showing improvements measured results after at least 4 weeks of consistent daily consumption. Some participants saw even better results after longer periods. This means if you drink hibiscus tea for 3 days and see no change on your home blood pressure monitor, that's completely normal. The benefits accumulate gradually, similar to how exercise, dietary changes, and stress reduction build long-term cardiovascular improvements. Let's now discuss who should be cautious with hibiscus tea, because natural does not automatically mean safe for everyone. Hibiscus can interact with certain medications. In addition to diuretics, it may interfere with some blood pressure drugs, potentially enhancing their effects and leading to blood pressure that drops too low. This is especially important for people who already experience dizziness, fatigue, or fainting episodes related to low blood pressure. There are also concerns for people taking immunosuppressant medications, such as those used after liver or kidney transplants. Hibiscus may interfere with how these medications are metabolized, potentially increasing the risk of organ rejection or other complications. If you are on prescription medications of any kind, it's essential to talk with your healthcare provider before adding hibiscus tea to your daily routine. People with chronically low blood pressure should also be cautious. While many viewers focus on lowering high blood pressure, some individuals naturally run on the lower end of the spectrum. For them, hibiscus tea could push blood pressure into a dangerously low range, causing weakness, dizziness, blurred vision, or fainting. Women in certain life stages should also be mindful. Hibiscus contains phytoestrogens, which are plant compounds that can mimic or influence estrogen activity in the body. This may pose concerns for women who are pregnant, trying to conceive, or breastfeeding. There have even been case reports suggesting potential interference with fertility treatments, such as in vitro fertilization, when hibiscus tea is consumed regularly. While more research is needed, caution is warranted. Now, here's something that often gets overlooked. Hibiscus tea alone will not magically normalize blood pressure if the rest of your lifestyle is working against you. Think of hibiscus tea as one supportive tool within a larger heart-healthy framework. For real, sustainable improvements, it should be combined with a balanced diet, regular physical activity, stress management, adequate sleep, and appropriate medical care. A heart-healthy diet emphasizes potassium-rich fruits and vegetables, such as bananas, oranges, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes. Potassium helps counteract the effects of sodium and supports healthy blood vessel function. Adequate calcium and magnesium intake from dairy products, nuts, seeds, and whole foods also plays a role in blood pressure regulation. Lean proteins, healthy fats, and minimizing ultra-processed foods further support vascular health. Stress is another major factor. Chronic stress triggers hormonal responses that tighten blood vessels and raise blood pressure. Even the most powerful herbal tea cannot fully counteract the effects of ongoing psychological stress. Simple practices like deep breathing, walking outdoors, meditation, or limiting screen time before bed can make a measurable difference over time. Sleep quality matters too. Poor sleep is linked to higher blood pressure, insulin resistance, and inflammation. If you're drinking hibiscus tea in the evening, be mindful of your fluid intake close to bedtime, especially if nighttime bathroom trips disrupt your sleep. Now let's talk about how to prepare hibiscus tea properly to maximize its benefits. Most studies use brewed hibiscus tea made from dried hibiscus calyces rather than sugary bottled versions. To prepare it at home, steep 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried hibiscus flowers in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. The longer the steeping time, the stronger the flavor and the higher the concentration of beneficial compounds. You can drink it hot or let it cool and enjoy it over ice. Avoid adding large amounts of sugar or sweetened syrups. Excess sugar can raise blood glucose, promote inflammation, and counteract cardiovascular benefits. If you prefer a sweeter taste, consider adding a small amount of honey, stevia, or a splash of lemon for natural flavor enhancement. Another common question is whether hibiscus tea can replace blood pressure medication. The answer is no. While hibiscus tea can support healthy blood pressure, it should never be used as a substitute for prescribed treatments without medical supervision. However, in some cases, lifestyle improvements combined with consistent dietary habits may allow healthcare providers to adjust medication doses over time. This process should always be guided by a qualified professional. For viewers monitoring blood pressure at home, consistency in measurement is just as important as consistency in tea consumption. Measure your blood pressure at the same time each day, ideally in the morning before caffeine or exercise, while seated and relaxed. This gives you a clearer picture of trends rather than random fluctuations. Let's bring everything together. If your goal is to use hibiscus tea as a natural support for blood pressure, aim for 2 to 3 cups per day, consumed consistently for at least 4 weeks. Morning consumption between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. may offer added benefits by targeting the natural morning blood pressure surge, but overall daily consistency is the most important factor. Space hibiscus tea away from diuretic medications. Be cautious if you have low blood pressure or take prescription drugs, and consult your healthcare provider if you fall into higher risk groups. Remember, hibiscus tea works best as part of a comprehensive approach to cardiovascular health. Pair it with nutrient-dense foods, regular movement, stress reduction, quality sleep, and medical guidance. When these pieces come together, small daily habits can add up to meaningful long-term improvements. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who's working on improving their blood pressure naturally. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more science-backed health insights, and check the description box below for all the sources and references used in this video. Your heart will thank you for every informed choice you make.